Pete, nice to finally put a face to the
Yes,
voice.
absolutely.
So your touring schedule is aggressive, to say the least. So how are you holding up?
I'm holding up very well.
Very well?
Very well. Yeah, this is the best tour I've ever done.
And you have some new guys.
We do. We've got a new rhythm section. Nick Jost and Sebastian Thompson. It was actually really awesome the way we found them, having come from essentially a DIY sort of community where we built the band, and touring so frequently around the U.S. and Europe. We've just got a lot of good friends who are musicians, and it was just a matter of friends of friends, really, which was kind of the best way to do it as far as I'm concerned, because I trust our friends. I don't trust YouTube kids and kids who are, show up to audition. We didn't want to go through that whole rigmarole. Right. So we told the people that we trusted what was going on, and they a friend of mine who drums for a very big metal band and a friend of mine who I play with sometimes both recommended a drummer and a bass player, and they've been working out fantastically.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So no Craigslist.
No Craigslist. That would have been the worst.
So, no, this has been great.
Yeah, I think you were a little stir crazy when I was when I talked to you a couple months ago.
Did you sense that on the phone?
I did.
Yeah. I was totally stir crazy. I was losing my mind.
Yeah. No wonder you were so loquacious.
It was just like, oh, I've been home, just
I need to get out.
Somebody
Please help me. How have they impacted the sound of Baroness?
They have allowed us to become much more dynamic. They're both musicians in the traditional sense of the word, so they understand. They understand the rest of music probably more than they understand the type of music that we play. So it's kind of interesting because they can bring, sort of a fresh perspective or, a very wide skill set to what we do and apply it. And thus, on stage, we're able to do a little bit more now.
Well, how do you come across all the set? How do you lay that out?
It's when we are rehearsing the set. The first thing we do is we go, okay, how many songs do we know, and how many can we play, and then from there we'll take that into, okay, well, this song fits well here. We didn't ever used to talk on stage at all, except for maybe a thank you at the end of the night. So we like to tie our songs one into the next. So that's how we put the whole set together. What songs flow well together, Okay.
What we've tried to do is we've tried to keep the spirit of the band intact, the artistic, creative license that we have, and we've tried to apply and welcome in maybe new stylistic devices. So the soft bits are softer, the loud bits are louder. It's just, I want to, when we write records, we try to write them like you would score a cinema or something, or like a piece of film.
And then from there on out, I'm just full on distorted.
So it's been a year since the accident, just about coming up next month. So were there any reservations or an apprehension about starting out a new tour?
Of course there was the natural nervousness, you know what I mean? There's the natural, mainly for me it was the bus, what's funny is I just spent the last 8-9 months at home thinking to myself, not thinking at all about it, actually, until day one I got on the bus, and then I laid down in that bunk to go to bed, and I was like, oh man, you know, and so that's when it hit me.
When I was a kid, I thought, you know, tattoos are just sort of, you know, just like a cool look or something like that. But you know, in the past year, which is, you know, really when I've got most of the work done, it's all been based on experiences that I've had, many of which have to do with the accident that we were in.
So which song off the current album has been the most successful playing live? I mean, which song will make the chick's panties slide off?
Wow, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have a favorite song off the new one that you want to hear?
Why you want to see my panties come off?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, you could help me out with this because I don't know. I haven't seen any panties come flying off yet. So
we take it upon ourselves to try to keep it from being dark and dismal and hopeless all the time. We're trying to write dark music that has glimmers of hope.